Steve Evans, a long trip home on Saturday night, but worth it for 3 points.
Yeah, very much so. It's an excellent result in totality. To go away from home and win a game in League One is very tough, as we know. To go there and score 3 goals and not concede is excellent. But we don't kid ourselves. It was really tough in spells. I think we started the game really well. We got the goal, we then sat off it a little bit, and the game became nothing really. Second half, whatever Lee said to them at half time really worked, because they came out on the front foot and they had lots of possession around about our box. They hit the underside of the bar. It's a great strike, great save, it has to be said from Tay, great save. And but we grew our way into the game a little bit. We got up the pitch. We then broke against another play, got a second. I think since the second one, and it was a case could we win 3 or 4. And though they had the back of the ball, we just found them a little bit open. But listen, we take nothing away from the fact it was a game that hinged on the little fine moments, and this time they fell on our side. So we'll take the points and we'll come on.
Some would say that was a proper away performance and that you had to work hard but stay calm and be clinical. Tuesday night can be another completely different game, isn't it?
Oh, it's a different game, yeah. These to me are, can I say, they're the best team in the league when I look at a really strong Portsmouth, a really strong Oxford, a really strong Derby, an exceptionally strong Bolton. But when you look at Peterborough and you look at the way they're winning games, you look at the strategic change that Darren implemented probably 6-8 weeks ago and went for a real youth and energy, attacking high up the pitch, moving it and counter-attacking at pace. It gives you a real problem. So, it's there's a big love in the city. I live in the city of Peterborough, so there's a big love in there for what the team's doing. But so there should be. The manager deserves, and the chairman, they both deserve enormous credit for rewriting how they want to go. And the players deserve the biggest part, as they always do. Even here, they deserve the biggest part because they're implementing it. So I'm not making them out to be Real Madrid, because they're not. The Peterborough United, who are playing well enough for me to really say there's a real chance that they'll be champions.
We talk about Peterborough, we talk about their attacking threat, but at the same time, we've got the most clean sheets in the whole of the EFL at the moment. So they're looking at that the same way we're looking at them.
Yeah, listen, Darren has been and watched this. I don't think he's seen us at our best when we got a 1-0 victory over Lincoln, and Darren was watching with Kieran's assistant. I don't think we were at our best. So what we have seen from that, you've seen some parts in the first half that may have given a point of concern. Second half, we played a lot better, but still weren't there for me. But yeah, we're still in a transition period. We're coming from heading to the National League, getting out of League 2, coming into League 1. We made some signings. Did we get it all right? No. Have we still got it all right? No. Have our players been nothing short of majestic, fantastic? All the big words we can attribute to them, yes, they are. Big characters, leaders, winners. They've got all of that. But I think since I've been here, this is, in terms of league games, outside perhaps going to Colchester when we went there and won 2-0, trying to stay up in League 2 17 months ago, then this is a big game. And it's a big game. It's not going to decide if Posh become champions, because I still think they've got a real chance. But it's a big game in just in terms of mentally, and how near we are to a team that I think that highly of. How near are we, and how far away we are. Tomorrow night I'll tell us if we're nearer than farther away than I think.
And tomorrow night is our 20th game of League One. How does the last 10 games compare to our first? Or are you quite happy with what you've seen in both halves?
Yeah, I think you have to mature into a season. I think players have to mature into the team. The one thing that's been fairly evident here is that all our players have to play a part. We have players that's been in the top of the game since they come in and since the first league game, and have displayed those type of performances. But we've been really smashed up with injuries more than anyone. When I say to the key players, I don't think, with the exception of probably 2 or 3, we've had every player missing for a period of time, and big players for us. So that's been hard. But the one thing about that dressing room is they're together. It doesn't matter to them what starting 11 we pick. Of course, as individuals, they want to play off. Of course, they want to play, but it doesn't matter to them who's playing. You seen that on Saturday. The substitutes went on, made a difference. They're all together on the pitch. Afterwards, they're in the dressing room. The coach was nice and reserved on the way home. We're very humble about what it takes for us to go to Fleetwood. But over 20 games, I suppose if you're a teacher, you write a report card, you'd be saying it's a B at the minute. It's no more than a B. Because the standards in League One, you have to remember the prize at the end of this. The prize at the end of it is for that top two stroke whoever wins the playoffs is Championship football, which is Premier League 2. So the prize is huge. The money's going into the big spenders in this league, like to the Derbys, the Charltons, the Portsmouths, the Boltons, Peterboroughs. I could probably name 14, 15 of them who have all been at Championship level, if not 8 or 9 of them have been in the Premier League. It tells you how tough it is for us to compete. But it's never been competed for on a budget balance sheet. It's never been competed for in talking a good game. You have to go and produce the performances. And we've got men, we've got young men, what I call middle men, older men, but we've got real strong guys. And what we are as a club, we're together off, aren't we? You look at us, the first team here, we look at the academy, we look at the community programme, we look at everything, we look at the foundation, we look at all of us, and we come together and we represent our town. So this is a big night for our town. We're welcoming Peterborough, who for me are a yo-yo club between the Championship and League One, and I've been in that chair. So I know the strategic objective for Darren is to be a Championship club and settled in the Championship. And so their objective this season is clearly with keeping Ronnie Edwards back in the summer and keeping Johnson Clark Harris in the door, despite Bristol Rovers going up $100,000 a day almost to secure his signature. It tells you that when you hear all the nonsense rumours about what Darren McAnthony's no money, I wish I had £1 behind Big Darren. In fact, I wish I had $1 million behind him. But from that point of view, there's big investment in there. So I know what the strategic objective is. Our objective is just to build every day, build every week, build as the months go by, and establish yourself and make sure that we're a League One club going forward into the new season, where we get another couple of transfer windows, because it's very difficult to do what we've done in what's been basically 2 transfer windows.
And just finally, we know that Peterborough have already sold out their away end. Ticket sales in the home ends are flying already. Certainly not one to miss, is it? For that.
No, I think if you're, I've always said if you're an Arsenal fan, sports fan, you come from Stevenage and one of the villages outside Stevenage, one of the small towns, you have to come. You have to come and see this. This is your local club, no one else's local club, Stevenage's local club, trying to compete with a city of Peterborough to, we got a positive result tomorrow night. We're around Peterborough United in League One, who are like many people, it's not just mine, I'm reading over the weekend, a lot of pundits are now saying, these are champions, these in Bolton are going to fight it out. So we're going to get an idea how close we are, but you know what, we're going to need everyone to come and help us on Tuesday night at the Lamex. The lights will be on, it'll be wonderful, there'll be a greasy pitch, pitch will be nice, I'm sure, and there'll be a humdinger atmosphere. I know from my experience of managing Posh, the away fans at Posh are loud, proud, they get right behind their team. And we've always said at Stevenage, your fans have been a magical difference over the last 18 months, and we need that competition off the pitch, friendly competition, but rival competition in terms of decibels. Come on, drummer, here's the bugles. We need all of that tomorrow, and let's have a humdinger atmosphere. Our players deserve it, our players deserve that tomorrow night.
Great, thank you, Gaffer.